Recently, the topic of mirrors came up. There are several bathrooms in this house. Some might say there are more than several bathrooms in this house. And one of which I have not dared to look at myself in since this happened October 8th, 2013. One of which I no longer go in, completely wrote off because of what I look like in it. Actually, I just realized there's two bathrooms I have not looked at myself in since this happened. Um, so two bathrooms, I don't even know what I look like in that mirror, and I don't want to know. Then there's another bathroom that I um, looked at myself in and uh, could not deal with whatsoever. So I no longer go in that bathroom. That leaves two bathrooms that I am willing to go in, and but one of them I used to have to close. It's hard to explain, but there's multiple doors to that bathroom. There's three doors. So two of the doors to that bathroom I had to have closed at all times in order for me to look in the mirror for many months. But within the last month or so, I figured out that as long as I have the light on, I can actually have two of those bathroom doors open and still be able to look in the mirror without, you know, being ready to jump off a cliff. The other bathroom, for a long time, I kept the shade pulled at all times because of what it would do. If the thing about bathrooms that people need to understand, okay, I've learned a lot since this happened. Windows in bathrooms can be a big problem. They probably are the biggest problem when it comes to looking in a mirror in a bathroom. You want to shut out all light from the outside. Ideally, you want light coming either down from above the mirror or coming at you, like lights around the mirror coming at you. That's what you want. Another thing that works is light behind you. You do not want light coming at the side of you, especially if you have a face such as mine, which hopefully you don't. And because it'll just make you crazy. So the goal for any bathroom is, either whether you got to hang a sheet or whatever you got to do, just do not let any outside light in. Make the light that's in there as bright as possible. You want white light, not yellow. Yellow light, oh my God, freaking disaster. Also, if there's multiple bulbs and one's burned out, it's amazing what that'll do to your face. Make sure all bulbs are fully lit and as white and bright as possible. Ideally above the mirror or on each side of the mirror, but facing towards you. That's what you want. A light that's above you and coming down, that can do weird things, very weird things. It totally depends on where you're standing in relation to that light. And I don't have enough data to fully get everything going on that, to know what all the absolute rules are. Now, what I've also learned, it all holds true. You go to a rest stop, if they have windows in the rest stop bathroom and they are letting side lighting in, that's a disaster if you have a face like this. The better lit, the better. The whiter and brighter and fuller the light. And what else you don't want? Oh God, one of the hells of lighting, and I learned this in one of the places I work at, is pockets. Okay, if you have dark and light pockets, if you have like lighting in the ceiling where there's a light here, there's a light here, and there's not a light here, and you stand like kind of, it depends on where you stand. If you stand kind of half in the light, half not in the light, big problem. If you get fully in the not light, it can be okay, depending. But ideally, like if you're fully in the light, that's much better. Now, you would think that somebody who thinks her face is totally messed up would always want to be in the dark. The opposite is true. I look much better in bright lighting. In fact, right now I have a light right over my head. And what's important is, how do you explain this? Like a consistent lighting, okay? If lighting is brighter in one area, darker in another, just pick up your ball and go home. Do not play in that area. It is horrible. It's horrible. And so my relationship with mirrors, anytime I walk in a bathroom, I'm terrified because I don't know what I'm going to find. Um, there's a Cracker Barrel on the way home from up north, and there's many, but there's one in particular that I've been to brush my teeth because I'm a cracker. You know, I got this skin, so I'm a cracker, so I should hang out at the Cracker Barrel. So I go in this place, and my first instinct is to feel good because I have memories from being a kid, and we go to the Cracker Barrel and I sell candy there, and candy makes me happy. But then I go into the section where the bathrooms are, and there's actually a mirror. There's like a area that you walk into where the men and women's bathrooms are, and there's a mirror. The mirror is so bad. Every time I go, I get stuck in that mirror. I just look at it, and people there must think I'm so vain. They must think, God, if she looks like that, why does she want to look in the mirror? But I just look at it because I can't believe how hideous I look and that this is my face. And I don't look like this. For anybody who's watching this video for the first time, you know, I obviously understand I don't look hideous right now. I'm not an idiot, and I'm not blind, and I don't have some psychological disorder. My face looks very different in different lighting. So I look absolutely hideous in this particular lighting. Then I walk into the bathroom at the Cracker Barrel. Everything's fine. They have a fully lit, white, bright bathroom. The reason I use that bathroom is because let's say I buy food I've been known to buy food at the Taco Bell and at the McDonald's near that Cracker Barrel. I'm not going in either of those bathrooms. And it's not just because they're gross. I wouldn't mind a gross bathroom. If a bathroom had just maxi pads stuck to the wall and crap smeared on every stall, I would gladly go in it if I look good in the mirror. But such is not the case. I haven't tried the Taco Bell. I don't have the courage to. The McDonald's I've been in, it's not horrible as far as my face in its current state goes, but it's not pretty, and it's like I just got to avert my eyes and get out of there as quick as I can. But the Cracker Barrel, I can actually stand and look in the mirror and not think I'm going to die until I leave the bathroom, and then I go out and I got to look in that mirror again. I can't just walk by. So I look at it again. I just think, oh my God. I mean, you would not believe it's the same person looking in that mirror, and it's just a few steps away. Different lighting, different everything. And I go from being decent looking to absolutely hideous. And I feel like a monster in that kind of lighting. And so, and there's bathrooms at work, you know, it depends which one I go in, what the lighting's like, and when this took me months to like, how do I get out of the bathroom? How do I go out there and face people? How do I work like this? And the only way, I just tell myself, I'm like, the lighting out there is not like the lighting in here. For all I know, it's worse. It's probably a good thing I don't know what I look like. I've actually, like in the lighting in the places where I work, like actually sit. I mean, I can pull out mirrors and hand mirrors and phones, and it's horrifying, but I try to tell myself maybe from a distance I don't look that bad. I've actually thought about taking my full-length mirror to work on like a Saturday or Sunday and carry it around and put it in different areas where I work and put it different distances from me and figure out what are other people seeing when they look at me. But I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I would see something that would make it so I could never go to work again. And right now, in my mind, even though I can feel this all the time, I try to tell myself people can't see it. But I don't think that's true. I can see it in pictures and mirrors. But, I mean, I guess the worst case scenario, or the most likely scenario, I should say, is that they just think I'm ugly. And people are allowed to be ugly, so that's fine. And I watched the movie Mask recently on YouTube. It was from the 1980s, and it's about this guy, and his face was deformed, and but he had this personality and this brain, and so people liked him anyway. And I'm like, all right, that's me. You know, I'm gonna go on personality and brain. I used to have it easy. I used to be able to. I was so confident. I didn't have any issues with my face. Now it's scary as hell. Um, but now I gotta just, I gotta be the one with that's funny and smart and act like I don't notice my face. And that's what I try to act like. I try to act like I don't know what's going on. Even though my coworkers caught me taking a selfie in the elevator section yesterday. And they catch me taking selfies all the time. They probably think I'm consumed with the way I look, and I am, but not for the reason they think. Or maybe they do. I don't know. They know what happened. I told them. Um, which is always fun. Yeah, I'm a moron, and I trusted a doctor who told me, sit still, you're going to love this. So, anyway, today I went downstairs to get some frozen yogurt, and I took a picture, and I realized, oh my God, I'm never going to get frozen yogurt with my coworkers again. I look really bad next to the frozen yogurt machine. It's hard. Everything's hard, but I just keep going.